Let's face it, websites get hacked, servers go down, or maybe you just want to migrate your website to another server. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a fully secure backup of your WordPress website without any plugins. Now, why would you want to do it this way? Well, backup plugins are great. They typically do a very good job. But maybe you want to have redundant backups of your WordPress website. Now, that's a very good idea. So in this video, I'll show you how to back up all your WordPress files and your database and how to reinstall everything. So let's jump on the computer and let's get this done. Alright, so in order to make a full backup of your WordPress powered website, you're going to need an FTP program. The one that I highly recommend is FileZilla. It works on both Windows and Mac, and it also works on Linux as well. So just go to FileZilla-project.org and download the version for your operating system. Now the website I'm going to use for this demonstration is this one right here. I previously made a video on how to create a WordPress powered website, and this is the demo website that I created. So take a look at it, and you're going to see that once we uninstall everything and reinstall, it's going to look the same. Alright, so hopefully you already have FileZilla downloaded onto your computer. The next step is you're going to have to log into your web hosting account. Now every web host typically provides some form of control panel. So log into your web host, whether it's GoDaddy or any of the other ones, and then make sure to look for this cPanel or control panel. Once you get there, what I want you to do in the search bar is type out SSH. Now the reason why we're doing this, I highly recommend that you use secure FTP, which is SFTP. That way your uploads and downloads will be encrypted. So click on the SSH access, and what we're going to do here is we're going to manage our SSH keys. I already have one set up already, but I'm going to generate a new one just for this demonstration. Create a password for it. Make sure you copy it and then use the password. When you go down to key type, leave it at the RSA key type, and the key size, make it 4096. So then we generate the key generation completed. We'll go back, and then we see that we have this other key over here. What we're going to do is we're going to authorize it, because if you look in this section, it says not authorized. So we'll manage it, we'll authorize it, we'll go back. Now that's good to go. So if you read the description over here, the public key will stay on your web server, and the private key is what you're going to be sending to your computer. So I'm going to view or download this key right here, and then I'm going to enter that passphrase in order to convert it to a PPK format. Once we do that, just download it, and you see it's right there. Now the next step, let's go back to our main section of our control panel. Take a look at your file manager, and just remember your path. Typically all your WordPress files is going to be over here in the /home/ your user, and then the public_HTML folder. That's where you're going to see all your files. So what I'm going to do here is, you see that we have the website up right now. I'm going to go back to our main section. In the search field, I'm going to type out FTP. I'm going to go to the FTP accounts. You could either create a brand new account, or you could use one that currently exists. And what you're going to make note of is your login name and the path. So once you have that done, open up FileZilla. Now, once you open up FileZilla, you're going to see this section over here. This is to open the site manager. So you get the My Sites folder. You can create a brand new site. In the host section, type out FTP. And then you're going to put in your URL, but you're not putting in the www part. And then in the protocol, you're going to choose SFTP. Logon type, we're going to choose the key file. Then you'll put in your username right there. That's the username for your FTP account. And then you can browse for your key file. This is the key file we want to use. Select that one, open it, then let's go to advanced. So in the default local directory, browse on your computer wherever you want to store your files. I'm going to create a new folder. I'll select that folder right there. And then here for the default remote directory, you want to have the /home and then the name of the path that you have. So that's why it's important to take note of that path. Use synchronized browsing and directory comparison. Then click on connect. If this is your first time connecting to the server, you're going to get this notification over here. Click OK. Then it's going to ask you for that password. Paste it in right there. Click OK. And now you see we have all our folders on the right hand side. This is our remote server, and this is our local folder structure. So you can just click over here, select all, and download. Alright, so this will take a while, so we might as well move on to the next step. Let's go back to your browser. Let's go back to our main section of our control panel. Let's go to phpMyAdmin. Make sure you click on the database you want to download. Then from there, click on the export link. Click custom. Make sure everything's selected. For compression, check off the zipped option and then scroll all the way down and just hit go. And now you just downloaded a zip file of your website's database. Let's see how this is going. Again, this will take some time, so if you want to get a cup of coffee, get something to eat, maybe check out one of my other videos, you're probably going to have a couple of minutes to do this. And depending how big your website is, that could have taken some time, but you'll get a directory listing successful. So now you have all your remote files and folders on your local hard drive. So now we have a full backup of our database and our files and folders. So what I could do from here, you see our website's still fine. I can go over here to the database. Since we already exported the full database, I can go back to the main part of it. I can check all, and I'm going to drop them. It's going to ask me if I really want to do this. I'll click on yes, and now that's empty. If I go back over here and refresh now, it's going to tell me to go through the process of setting WordPress up. But I'm not going to do that. What I'll do is I'll go over here. I'll select all. Again, make sure you're in your correct folder. Then I'm going to delete all these. I'll confirm that. And now that's empty. If I go back over here, now that's not found. And there's nothing there. Alright, so now we can just reverse the process. We can go back to our FTP program. If we refresh, now you see your remote server is empty in your public_HTML folder. What you can do here is click on your local files, Control or Command A to select all, right click, and then upload. And then it's going to upload all those files back to your web server. If you get this prompt, you could choose one of these options. You could say overwrite or overwrite if source newer. Always use this action. And if you only want to apply it to upload, you can click on this option over here, and then click OK. And then it's going to go through the process of uploading all those files back to your web server. And again, this will take some time. So if you want to get another cup of coffee, as you can tell, I'm a coffee drinker. And in the meantime, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscription button and hit that notification bell so that way, whenever I release a new video, you'll be notified. And after about another 20 minutes, all your files and folders should be re-uploaded to your web server. So let's go back to our browser. If we go over here, we now see we can start the installation process. But instead, let's go over here to our database. Make sure you're still in your correct database. Going to click on import. We're going to choose the file. We'll choose that file that we downloaded earlier. Click open, then click go. And once that's done processing, you'll get this message up here saying the import has been successfully finished. If you go back over here, we now see we're back to our website. Exactly the way we left it off before we deleted all the files and dropped the database tables. And that's it. That's how you do a manual backup of your WordPress files and folders and your database. So just to recap, you're going to want to make sure you have a FTP program like FileZilla. This will work on your Mac, on Windows, and on Linux. Going to want to make sure you go to your control panel. And since I recommend using SFTP, type out SSH, and you can manage your SSH keys here. And then we can go to the FTP section, and you can get your information over here as well. And then you go to your database by clicking on the phpMyAdmin, and then it takes you over here. Again, this is for a secured file transfer protocol. This is a manual backup and re-upload of your WordPress website. As long as you're not changing the domain name, the URL structure, or anything like that, then this process is a great way to do a backup of your WordPress website, and it's secure. As you can see, everything's back to normal. Obviously, there's a bunch of great plugins you could use. One of the ones I recommend is Backup Buddy. It's what I use on all my clients' websites, and it's very easy to use. But sometimes you want to have the more manual backup, and that's what this video provided you. Alright, so if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification icon down below. And if you need a website, visit picksomeweb.com and I'll make sure to hook you up. And I will see you next time. Take care.